Good morning. This is Liz Bailey, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm a Brit, as you can tell, and I live in New Jersey. And thanks to my friend Michaela Tithridge, we're going live in landscape mode, which is the first time. So I'm pretty excited about that. I hope you are too. So we'll see how it goes. So I am going to use this set today. I've been trying to get more light, so maybe I'll move that a little bit, put it up higher. There's just a little bit of glare. It will improve once I figure it out. So let me show you the cards we're going to do today. If you could share this, it would be awesome. And I must have not followed her instructions right, because I see it in, I see it sideways. But I'll see if I can fix that later. Anyway, so here's the first card, which, no, it's that way. I got used to having that we're going to do. And here's the second one. These are watercolor pencils, and then I decided to do the blends, which I think I'm going to change up a bit, so we'll see. So let's get started with the first one. Let's bring in the package of stuff I've got ready prepared, and just move that out of the way for a minute, and I don't need this yet. So, oh, I also, I used both boxes of the watercolor pencils. They're really great fun to use. I don't think I'm particularly great at it yet, but hey, you know, practice. So, let's see. The other way around, that would be a good start. And I'm going to stamp the image in Sahara sand. Like so. And for this one, I'm using Garden Green, Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, and Gorgeous Grape. Plus a blender pen, which I thought I'd lost for a second then, which would have been pretty bad. I've also sharpened my pencils because they work better when they're sharp. So let's put that there. Yeah, apparently I messed up. I wonder if I should start over. No, I think there must be a way to turn it later. We'll see. Hey Kylie, how you doing? So, no, hang on, I'm doing green. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted by the fact that I did test it, but apparently I shouldn't have apparently I can't talk and colour at the same time. Who knew there was a way to shut me up? Yeah, I followed Michaela's instructions and they work perfectly, but it means your phone is pointing upwards and you're viewing through the rear camera. So I thought, well, I don't need to do that bit again, do I? And apparently I do, because currently we are sideways, but it is what it is, as they say. I'll get better. So then we're going to have this gorgeous grape. I do love gorgeous grape. I love any purple really. So I'm just going to lay on some colour, avoiding the flowers. Right, now I want to make this a lot darker, where the shadows would fall, which of course the wonderful people at Stampin' Up have shown us where they are. So that's that bit. Now I've got my Daffodil Delight for these. Luckily, watercolor isn't supposed to be very precise, so I'm good at the not precise bit apparently when I'm colouring. Oh, she needs yellow hair. And I've got some Calypso Coral here to just take the paleness off her arms so she looks like she's actually living rather than died weeks ago. And then you just smooth out the colour with your blender pen. And it takes away the pencil marks so it doesn't actually look as if you had been just clean it off before the next colour, and it will kind of spread it out a bit more if you want it to, but it will take away the pencil marks, as I said, which is nice because nobody needs to see your pencil marks. That's green done, garden green that was. And now the good bit. As you can see, it's really taking the lines away, and we've still got a bit darker where we would have the shadow around the belt too. And there we go. So that's that. Let's move this over here. And I need the little butterflies. On this one, I popped up this one, mostly because I accidentally stamped it upside down. I don't know what I was thinking. So, but I kind of like him popped up. I thought that was kind of fun. So I might pop him up again. Which is why I have this little piece of Whisper White, so I can just stamp him on there, or her, and get this one the right way up too. About there, I think. Yes, so that's the stamping. So now I'm just going to do a quick snip around the edges. And the good thing about this set, by the way, is that it is in the new catalogue too. So it's carrying over, so you can still be guaranteed to get it. So I just need a little one of the mini glue dots. Is that too big? It is a bit. Okay. I'm going to shave a bit off the mini glue dot, the mini Stampin' Dimensional and pop that up about there. Right. Now I am going to put it all together. So as you can see, I'm not a brilliant watercolorist, but it can still make fairly effective cards. Oh, I also forgot to ask you to share this with people. And if you PM me that you have shared it, I will do a raffle and send out a little prize. So, need to do the sentiment as well. I've got the stitched rectangular, oh, I already pre-cut it, ready for this. So that's in the middle. Perfect. So now we need one slightly larger dimensionals. Can just chop off that piece. Put it at one end. There we go. Because you have to use all the bits, right? No point wasting dimensionals. The edges work really nicely. I like them a lot. So, take a few of these off. Oh, hang on. It's easier to do this first before putting the popped up stuff. So it goes in. So that's the one that's on the outside. Seems completely backwards to logic, but it gets you a better crisp fold. So, but then I also find that burnishing it makes it a little shiny, so I always make that the back. Match up the corners. There we go. And this will go right there. There. So, oh no, you're the right way up now. So you have to turn it up the other way. So here we go. That's the first one. Let's have another look at the second one. This is also using watercolor pencils. So put that there. Bring in the pieces that are needed. If you would like a tutorial so that you could follow along and make these, and you only want the tutorial, then $15 for the tutorials. But if you'd like me to send you a card kit so that you have all the pieces you need, if you place you can either place an order with me for $20, or you can, well, yeah, that is the best way to do it. And I can then send you that. If you want to add on the stamp set, you can do that at cost in the catalog. So anyway, let's get my, don't need that one at the moment. Let us stamp the two little girls. Down here. Very nice. And then we need some birds, which would be best if I do it the right way up. There we go. So, time for colouring. Now these I have used, I don't think oh yeah, I did. got Pacific Point. I've got Calypso Coral again for the skin. I've got Real Red for one of the girls' dresses and the bucket, Daffodil Delight, and some early espresso for her hair. So, may as well start with the hair, I suppose. So, just thank you. And her little face. They really look like they're off to have some fun, don't they? There we go. We need some yellow. A bit of blending. Oh, hang on, the yellow needs to be just a little touch of colour there. Don't really want them to be Calypso Coral coloured. That would be a bit much, but just a little hint. There we go. Right, now this girl is going to have a really intense Pacific Point bucket. There we go. Just get rid of the and then she's going to have a red dress because I'm sure that they've got really bright colour dresses. I have noticed that, I think it needs a bit more red. I have noticed that when I have a class where we do colouring, it gets very, very quiet. So I don't think I'm the only one that can't talk and colour in at the same time. Now the little girl is going to have a Pacific Point dress. And she needs a red bucket, I think. Let's take a bucket. There we go. And then there we have it. So that's all that done. So here it is. really looking forward to the new glue that's in the new book. We couldn't pre-order that, so none of us have seen it yet, so it's going to be exciting. I can't believe they're getting rid of snail for any reason. Well, I can't believe that getting rid of the snail, they would not be replacing it with something even better. So I love snail, so I'm quite excited. Open that. Right, there's my sentiment. I've got a few spare cutouts just in case. I'm hoping that that will mean that it will work, because I've got the spares. See? Amazing. So there's number 2. Okay, now this one, I think I'm going to change it up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to stamp it in the Sahara sand because I'm going to use blends, but who says it has to be, I mean, it has to be a water-based ink, but does it really need to be black? Let's see, shall we? I'm going to do it in Sahara sand, just like the other one. Let's see. And they're going to need some little birds too. Okay, so let's move this out of the way before something happens. And bring in these. So, what have I got? I've got Daffodil Delight, dark and light. So, let's see what we can do. I don't think I used the dark last time, but I'm going to put it on the edges. And they're sisters or something like that, so, or mother and daughter, so they're going to have the same colour hair. And we'll have the sand down here. There we go. So now we take the light Daffodil Delight and we might put some down here, blend it in a bit, just so it looks a bit different, not quite so flat. Yeah, that's much better than the first attempt. Okay, so what are you? Oh, ivory, of course. So, give them some colour. Might be a bit much. Well, I guess they're on the beach. Let's use the colour lifter a bit to move it around and maybe soften it slightly. Now let's start with the dark Highland Heather. Like so, then bring in the light. I'm sure you all know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It tells you which is the thick end and the thin end by the thick line and the thin line. So you can get into detailed work if you want to with the other end. I just quickly fill this in and go over it a bit so that it's slightly darker where the shadows are, but not really sticking out at you. Yeah, see, I like that a lot better. The black is too intense here, and I didn't use the two blends for some reason. I just colored it in with one, which is very stupid of me. So, and then I've got Rococo Rose for the little girl's dress. So, a beautiful colour. And then the light. It looks like I missed a bit of her hair. Let's just fill that in there. There we go. So that's that. Here we go. This is the Stitch Shapes framelits. I'm going to really try not to use them next week. I seem to be using them too much, or rather not showing you other things. Oh, there it is. Oops. I didn't clean it. That's why I put it over there. No, I don't really want that. Luckily, I have a spare. I have a couple of spares actually. There we go. And just clean off this stand. I actually use it like this when I'm in a hurry. It saves getting out the Stampin' Scrub, but it's a bit wasteful on the paper towel and this stuff. But hey, in a pinch. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Oh, much better. Yes, I think definitely it needs to be in Gorgeous Grape, yes. Right, so that's the stamping part done. So this just goes on a Gorgeous Grape card base. Oh, here's another tip. You can see it bleed through, so make sure you have something underneath, not your best tablecloth or anything like that. There we go, and of course we'll pop it up with a few dimensionals. Well, that one wants to be used apparently, so here we go. There you go. And let's just put that right there. And there we have it. That was the original. Yeah, I'm much happier with this one. This was a bit too brash. This is much softer. I like it a lot. So, anyway, this is the, let me bring in the others that we made. That one. And push that over a bit. And that one. So that's the 3 we made today. So, as I said, if you would like the tutorial, 15 bucks would get it for you. If you place an order of 20 bucks, I will send you the tutorial and the pieces to make these 3 cards, so that you can have some fun too. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. right here. Okay? Thanks very much. Bye.